We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the latest and greatest show. I have a very special guest with you. This is going to be our second episode that we filmed. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to say that we have a musical guest by the name of Cash. Cash, how you doing today, bro?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you guys?
I'm doing fantastic, bro. This is actually our first time getting to meet up and getting to know each other in person. And I was actually very excited. I heard your music, and it reminded me a lot of like Kid Cudi, and it's very alternative, which I kind of find that I like more in music nowadays, because you'll find that a lot of things kind of sound similar. You know what I mean? But who are some other artists that you would say you get some inspiration from to like maybe add certain implements into your music?
So what I would say, it would be, obviously Cudi, but a lot of Ye, a lot of Uzi, just artists that like push the boundaries of what we think hip hop or music may sound in general, I would say.
For sure. And you were telling me that you were in New York Fashion Week. How did that go?
It was cool, just shopping, meeting different people around. The whole sole purpose of us being there, it was like me and the guys, the producers, the homies, and my videographer. We were working on a project. I just love fashion. That's like a second love for me too.
What's like the story for like how you got into fashion? How'd you know you got into music? Like, what was like the first signs that like maybe, you know, a parent could tell you? Did you have those moments, or is it just kind of now coming to you?
I've had those moments for years. Like, there's like a funny story, right? I was thinking about the other day. So I remember when, what song was it? Oh, Air Force Ones came out. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. I had to be, like, what is that, like 2004, 2000, yeah, around that time. Like, whatever that was, bro, I had to be like at least 4 or 5, 3 years old or whatever at that time. So I remember being little and like, oh my, I saw the music video, I was like, oh, I told my mom, like, I need Air Forces. I need a pair of Air Forces so bad.
Yeah.
And then she bought me like some Air Forces, like a little bit, like my birthday came around and like, I was like crying, dude. Like, it was such a big deal for me. But you usually don't see that from like 4 or 5 year olds. Like, they care about like video games. Like, I've always just cared about clothes. I fuck with video games and shit like that, but like clothes always been the main thing. And then with the music, my love for music came maybe like around the time I got like my first MP3. And I remember my brother is like damn near like a decade older than me. So, you know, he's a little bit more tapped into what's going on in those time periods or whatever. This had to be at least like 2007, 9, 10, around that.
Yeah.
So he's like, whatever he's like attracted to, like I was a little brother, so like I'm naturally just gonna come along. So I'll see music videos, listen to music, and then I eventually just started like freestyling. Him being my older brother, like he'll hype me up, geek me up for it and whatever, and his friends started like giving me sort of like a validation at that young age, like, hey, like you're pretty good at this.
Okay.
So I just kept doing it and doing it. And, like,
And this was just freestyling.
This is just freestyling back then.
Oh.
And I would like to say, like, I'm not trying to be cocky, but like I caught on to it really quick. So like I
Yeah.
feel like it's a natural talent of mine.
What inspired this album?
Bro, so we took a trip to like Wisconsin, maybe like it was like about a year ago or whatever. And I've been kind of on this lane of like making this certain type of music, but like something about that trip, like we took shrooms. We took a bunch of shrooms, dude. And something about that, like, I don't know, like it was like a voice was just telling me like, yeah, keep going with that sound and just, put your 10 toes on it type shit. So like anything you hear with this new sound, like this alternative type sound I have coming, is really like strongly off of that trip because it's influenced by the colors, the people I was around, the shit I was hearing type shit.
So it was influenced by colors. What colors?
It was like purple, red. It was a bunch of different colors, dude. It's crazy.
Thinking about all of the things that necessarily were needed in order to record this project, what would you say was the hardest?
It was me putting myself in a space of being, I've always been vulnerable in music, but I realized like lately I just want to be like as open as possible, like freaking talking about relationships, talking about like my own mental health type stuff, talking about really just anything geared towards that or whatever. Just stuff you deal with as like human beings we deal with every day, but like people will look at you crazy like, oh, you say that. Because there's also like a stigma of when you say certain things about your mental health, It's this shit that people are scared to say that I want to say.
I think that's really cool to see like a deep dive of really like how you're feeling in that moment. I really found that with this album, like before you came, I literally had it on repeat. And I definitely could see it. I could see it, and I really enjoy this project.
Appreciate it, bro.
Do you have to have a certain environment? Like, is there a certain vibe, or like, what does that look like for you?
I would say, if anything, bro, like, I could record it. I prefer like more homey like setups. Like, I've been to studios. I've had a studio before. Mostly like anywhere that's just basic, bro. I would say all I really need is like, I need to be able to take my shoes off. When I think about it, yeah. I just need to have my shoes off, and then I'm good. I don't like recording with shoes on. It's a weird thing, but yeah.
But as far as kind of like the album artwork and stuff like that, I see a lot of butterflies. What's the butterflies about?
I would try to give you like some type of like deep meaning, but really it was just like it was just the fact that I don't know. We like I mean, to be honest, it comes from like just like I want my music to sound like drugs damn near, to be listening, like to be frank with you. So I don't know, something about the big huge butterflies being on top of the cover and where we're at, it just puts that vibe into it type shit. It takes you into a different world. That's really what I want to do. Like, I want to take you to a whole different world when you listen.
I usually give all my guests some goofy questions, and I save that for the end. Would you be cool answering a few goofy questions?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so these are going to be shotgun questions. All right, so what's your favorite cereal?
Cereal, Frosted Flakes.
Frosted. Dude, that's a weird answer. I'm going to be honest, that's a weird answer. With sugar or without sugar?
With sugar. And I'm gonna tell you something too, bro. Like, it's gonna be weird. Everybody's gonna be like, damn, this guy's weird.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't drink milk, bro. I just be eating it like chips, damn it. Yeah.
All right. Now, second one. What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Favorite fast food restaurant. Right now, man, it changes every couple years, bro. Chick-fil-A.
All right. This one's the most important one for me. Favorite cartoon?
Favorite cartoon. Boondocks.
Boondocks.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Yeah. That was good. Ladies and gentlemen, Cash Star is performing a new song off of his new EP called Don't Look Back, out now on all platforms. Be sure to check it out. Fallin For You.
I go deep inside of my head and I think about the times that used to be in my mind. I'm falling over you. Many times I'll contemplate it and then get on leaving me brainless, cause it might be easier to do than living this out. On top of my house, stressing about the times that we had, yeah. It makes me so sad, yeah. But everything must come to an end. It's late night, p.m. in my head, wish I'm dead. I'm so fed up with this. I would never go wish it's on you, but you don't care. You left me broken, and there's no repairs. I go deep inside of my head and I think about the times that used to be in my mind. I'm falling over you. Many times I'll contemplate it and then get on leaving me brainless, cause it might be easier to do than living this out. I can feel my heart right now. I know I'm stuck in the clouds. When it comes, don't make a sound. Do you feel it coming? Feels like I'm in hell trying to climb up a fence. I know my spirit wanna see you again.